Aloha, thanks for joining us. I'm Cienna Peloton, joined here by Greg Salas, and nothing like a win on homecoming. We have a lot to talk about in our live interactive post-game show, so we want to make sure you guys get interactive and leave some comments in the comment section below, and we'd love to answer them. Greg and I have lots to say, but let's just start with a win on homecoming. Final score 34-13. What was the recipe to this win?
I mean, it just all-around team effort, right? I think we played well on offense, defense, held them to 13 points again. Another great showing by our defense today. Special teams, and I think we might talk about this a little bit later. 6 for 6 in the red zone. Huge,
that's the key.
Huge. That's a key, right? Mm-hmm. You finish drives. That's something we haven't done very well all year long. So to go 6 for 6 and probably really could have gone 7 for 7 if we don't get the pick right there. Then I think we're talking about a 7 for 7 stat line. And you know, it looked like everything we did offensively was open, and it looked like defensively, besides one play, one letdown, looked like it might have been a blown coverage. We played fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, offense, defense, special teams, pretty much covered on all sides.
Burrow, man, put another one. Shout out to our guy.
Greg
Burrow
always
again.
has to bring up Burrow.
Pinned them inside the 5. I mean, special teams are huge. When you can flip the field like that, that is great for a defense, right? You can really call up some good plays then.
Yeah, and speaking of the defense, one of the key highlights of tonight was a Nalo Emerson sack. We can go ahead and show you guys here in a little bit. But we want to make sure that we also bring up Braden Shager and his 4 touchdowns.
Yeah. I mean, like I told you guys earlier, I haven't scored. I don't even think I scored 4 touchdowns in Pop Warner. So let alone Division I college football game.
Right.
4 touchdowns is huge. Really great for him. Strong. Another gritty performance by Braden. You know, got down there on the 1-yard line. It looked like we looked like the Philadelphia Eagles a little bit with the tush push.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if
I
it's.
think they'd be happy to hear you say that. Yeah,
that looked like Braden hurts a little bit. So they did a fantastic job down there. Like I said, finishing 6 for 6, finishing those drives, getting in the end zone, having the will to get in there and take advantage of it. Really good all-around effort.
Yeah, and we have all those highlights for you guys. We will make sure to show them in a little bit, but let's go back to the defense and show you that Nalo Emerson sack.
Look at this, really getting after the quarterback here. Just a great effort, individual effort here. You know, hopefully we can ask the man himself what the play call was there, how he got in there. Looked like he got in there scot-free. No one even played. Look at this. This has got to be a dream right here for you, huh?
Yeah, and I would love to actually talk to him, and it looks like we have him here. So, Nalo, why don't you break it down for us? Tell us a little bit about what's going on in this play.
You know, just our defensive coordinator dialed it up for us to, you know, come with the blitz, come fast, and, you know, we just executed what the call was.
Yeah, and you finish. That's the one thing I love here, right? I mean, it's one thing to get back there to the quarterback, another thing to actually finish with the sack. Wasn't your only highlight. You had another interception.
Yeah.
Looked like you had a PBU today, too.
So he had 4 solo sacks, 4 solo tackles, 1 sack, an interception, and a pass breakup. So obviously a sack night for you, but in terms of just having a win on homecoming, what's that like?
You know, it's big for our team and for the alumni, really, you know, just, you know, people who came before us, and just us trying to, you know, give back and show them that, you know, the legacy is still here. We're still able to play defense and play as a team.
What's it like playing for someone I played with, not played with, but played under, Dennis Thurman, Coach DT?
Yeah, we'd love to hear
What's
about
it like playing for him? Like you said, you had a nice play call there to get that sack and put you guys in some good positions to make some plays.
You know, just his philosophy, I think, you know, it's really evident in our defense where we fire around. You know, he has a lot of experience as well, so, you know, we just try to, you know, take after him and what he tells us what to do, and we just try to execute.
I mean, NFL experience, man. You got to listen to that guy, right? Yeah. He's done it at every level, in college, All-American, pros. We loved him. He was a player's coach when I played with him on the Jets and on the Bills. So happy that you guys are able to get some tutelage under him.
Yeah, and what was this week like in preparation? You know, coming off of a couple of losses in the past, what did you guys do differently?
I think we just kind of, you know, followed what Coach Timmy said and just kind of looked in the mirror, you know, and kind of just take it upon ourselves to really turn this thing around and try to build momentum to our next couple of games and just get some wins, really.
Yeah, maybe the last question here, and then we'll let you go enjoy the victory. But what did you guys focus on as a defense? What did you know? I think maybe you can fill us in on the game plan a little bit. Did you guys have some keys or some cues? Because it looked like you really had them dialed up the whole entire game outside of the one deep pass. It looked like you guys kind of just dominated for 4 quarters.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think it was just really in our preparation, you know, us just wanting to get after the quarterback, get after the run, and just play together. Communication was a big thing for us tonight. I think, you know, just playing as a team, playing as a full unit, everyone doing their job, and you know, the outcome was what we wanted. So try to carry that on to the next couple weeks.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, please do.
Yeah, no, I think everyone would like that, and you guys heading on the road after this, so a lot to work on, but also nice win on homecoming, I'm sure. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll go ahead and take a break.
Let's go!
Oh, no, we're not taking a break. All right, always nice catching up with Nalo and someone from the defense, but also lovely having the cheer team. We'd love to have them on more, I'm sure.
Hey, I love victories. I love when people are celebrating.
Let's
a little
go
hype
Vols,
this
right?
up over here. So shout out to the cheer team.
That was fun. So yeah, thank you for them for coming on for a quick second. But let's go back to the offense now and talk a little bit about Braden Shager's night. I mean, what a performance he's had. Here's some of the highlights.
Yeah, I mean, a signature performance by him. From the get-go, it looked like he was very comfortable. It looked like he was in command of the offense. I loved the way they started off. They always got themselves into good positions. You didn't see 3rd and longs a lot. But
Yeah.
Look at him. Look at the swagger. Yeah. I'll still say this again, Braden. Please don't take so many hits. You know, he still is taking a lot of shots.
On it.
You know, even at the end, we were up, 3 scores probably, and he's
he
still,
took a couple.
Scrambling for 40 yards. I'd like for him to get down a little bit more.
I think it's just in him, man.
Yeah, he's a gritty and a strong and competitive player, and this is what you see right here. And like I said, look like the Philadelphia Eagles right here. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. I think we might have that highlight where Shager is telling the crowd how many touchdowns he's actually scored.
This is another
just look at this, just
third,
the effort here. And what I like to see here too is I love when the big boys get behind somebody and they just push them and will them into the end zone. That is, I don't know if there's anything much better than that. I love seeing this right here.
Yeah, and like you mentioned a little bit earlier, is the fact that they got the run game involved. Obviously, Shager with those 4 touchdowns, but getting Landon Sims involved. Oh, and there's another one.
Yeah,
that's the 4th one.
I don't know. I can't know exactly what we average per run, but if you look at this right here, Braden Shager was averaging 6 yards a run. Landon Sims was averaging 9 yards a run. Tylen Hines was averaging nearly 4 yards a run, and Christian Vaughn averaged 6.5 yards per run.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
3, 4, nice.
Yeah, gosh.
After
I would kill to have a game
couple,
like that.
I'm right. After a couple of performances they've had in the past, it is nice to see Braden Shager and the Hawaii offense.
I wouldn't be surprised if we get a Mountain West player, offensive player of the week.
Yeah,
This is the type of performance you have, and 4 performances. And not only did he get done through the air, he got it done on with his feet. 135 yards rushing, 150 yards passing. I mean, it's a great game.
Yeah,
great
and I thought, the play callers, great game. I think from an offensive perspective, they came out running the ball right away. Like you said a little bit earlier, a little more run than shoot.
Yes,
but it worked, and that's what it takes.
They were playing. This team was playing a lot of 2 high safeties, a lot of going into quarters as well. well. When the box is like that, you have to take advantage of the run, and that's what we did today. Game plan shouldn't be so fixated on one thing. You do what the defense is giving you, and when you have a light box like that, a lot of cover two, you got to take advantage of the run, and we did that. We looked like we had a lot of holes to run through today, and our guys executed well. So really great to see.
It is great to see, and another thing great to see is not a lot of penalties on Hawaii.
Yes,
right?
yes, the penalties. For once, it seems like the script was flipped. It looked like Nevada had a lot of trouble, not very cool, calm, and collected on their end. They had some targeting penalties. It looked like they was getting really chippy between the two teams at certain points. And that's a recipe to win games. Going 6 for 6 in the red zone and winning the turnover battle, and then also the penalties, limiting the penalties. I think what did they have? 12 for 105 penalties, Nevada, whereas we had 6 for 54.
Exactly, and that's what getting a score early in the first drive or just getting points on the board so early kind of puts the other team in panic mode a little bit. Like, we got to catch up, and that's when the penalties start flying and they start acting, not like they're used to.
You just put yourself in bad positions when you get yards. That's hidden yards. That's 105 yards extra that they have to get to score, right? So those hidden yardages are difficult to overcome. So anytime you can do well and not shoot yourself in the foot, you're putting yourself in the best position possible to win a football game.
Yeah, and we'll take a couple of questions from you guys in the comments. Still got time to leave some more.
So what do we got here? Sean Ellis. Aloha, everybody. Max Holloway. Max Holloway today.
That was a tough watch.
We've never seen that happen. He's never been stopped.
Yeah.
He's always the guy.
I know.
And look at Hawaii. Obviously, we know Hawaii is still behind Max Holloway.
100%.
I think I even saw something where he said, "This isn't the end." He looks like he's going to make a comeback. He's going to fight again.
Yeah. It's crazy that like whenever Max fights, there's just something in the air, right? Like win or lose, it hits different.
He embodies right here. Let's go. Yeah. I mean, iconic. Max Holloway. Wish him a speedy recovery and hope to see him out there again soon doing what he does, because it's exciting. His brand of fighting, what he means to Hawaii, what he's done, and the type of brother he is. He's a good guy. He comes out here. He's been at UH games. He's been
we'd love to have him
captain.
Back.
Let's get Max back out here, man. We'd love to have him out here.
Yeah, he reps Waianae, and we love that for him. Let's also start of a 5-game win streak.
Yeah, we need to. It's a start. We have to. I think we only have 6 wins because of the one that you can't. 2 1AA teams.
Yes.
So there is that rule there. So we might need some help, but if we can win 5 and we have 6 wins, we could be bowl eligible here.
Nothing like a win on homecoming and a win like this where you win on all sides of the ball to kind of get the team going.
I mean, that was a dominating win right there.
Yeah.
That was a dominating win.
Yeah.
At one point, I didn't really feel like too worried about that game at all. That was a really good homecoming win, a really good victory that hopefully they can snowball into some extra wins down here.
I know, because come Monday morning, they're going to start getting ready for Fresno State on the road. And we know a little bit about the road woes that goes on. I don't know what happens. The minute they get on a plane, something shifts. I don't know if you can maybe talk a little bit about
travel is tough, but it's something that you have to deal with. They're going to have to do this every game.
Right.
So I try not to make excuses about it. You want to play well on the road, but the way to do that is the way to start like they started today, right? Today they started scoring on the first drive, starting fast, playing with a 14-point lead. That just changes the whole entire dynamic of the game. You're playing with the lead. Defense can play a little bit more loose. They can dial up scheme some things up, try to get some pressures on the quarterback, try to cause a turnover. You're not playing from behind. That's not good. But if you can start off the game with, I think we started off with 2 straight touchdowns on 2 straight drives, that's how you start a game. If you can do that anytime you start a game right there.
All right, so people want to know who's both of our MVPs of the game.
I mean, for me, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of on the same page here, but right there,
Braden
folks.
Shaker. Definitely going to be Braden Shaker.
4.
Yes,
I think
that would definitely be my
decision.
player of the game. Yeah.
Like by far.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No,
I mean defense played well.
Burrow,
Burrow.
MVP,
Burrow
one player.
Can be. Yeah.
You can't bring up Burrow in every.
Yeah, I can bring up Burrow again. Yeah, he's my guy.
One thing about Greg, he's going to bring up Burrow.
Yeah. No, you score 4 touchdowns, you're going to be an MVP.
And love the usage of the tight end to help the run.
Yeah, you know what?
Pastrami lover.
I didn't even notice it so
lover.
much. So pastrami,
I'm not a big pastrami
I am
guy.
a pastrami lover.
Okay.
I love pastrami. Favorite pastrami is the hat. I'm a Southern California guy.
I don't
The
know
hat.
what that is.
It's loaded with pastrami. You get chili cheese pastrami
Is
fries.
that like a restaurant?
It's like kind of a chain, but it's
Okay.
like it's iconic.
Okay.
If
I'll
you're in
trust
Southern
you.
California, go to the hat.
SoCal, the hat.
Pastrami.
Okay.
Yes. I didn't really even notice the tight end in the game if they used the tight end or not. So yeah, if they did, great notice, great call right there.
Yes, pastrami lover.
Yeah.
She's on it.
Appreciate
or he's
that.
on it. Whoever you are.
I mean, tight ends help, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, anytime you're using a tight end to run the football,
Yeah.
that's going to help you out. But I know we typically like to do the 4 wide out thing, and I'm a fan of the 4 wide out. Selfishly, maybe you might know I played receiver in a past life, so I like more receiver. I like more receivers out there. So but always good to get a tight end involved. But I just think hard running overall. The offensive line, really got to shout out the offensive line because there were some massive holes to run throughout the whole entire game.
And Shager wouldn't have those 4 touchdowns without him.
Yeah.
There's that. So maybe they're
always
the
gotta shout out the
MVP.
line.
They're my
Always got-
MVP, the offensive line.
Yeah.
So there's
I
that.
think I'll give the team. That's a team win.
Yeah, it
Team
is.
MVP
It is a
win.
team win.
For giving that one game ball, those Shakers got to get it.
Yes,
Yeah.
no, I agree. And after they go on the road for Fresno State, then they return home to play UNLV. Really good team this year. They just came off a loss to Boise State. That will be military night. So I don't know how they're going to prep for that one. I guess it really just depends on how they do against Fresno State and go off of that.
I can't even talk about it's all about Fresno right now, right?
Okay.
I think we can't get that far ahead. We got to take it one game at a time. And Fresno is, from what I think I've seen, they're not the Fresno that they're not as good as they've been the past couple of years with Tedford at the helm. I think they've kind of taken a step back this year. So we'll see. I think it's a winnable game. I definitely think it's a winnable game, and I think it's going to be a good test for us on the road. And there's no better feeling than beating Fresno at Fresno. I've done it a few times, and it's great to silence that crowd.
Electric.
There. It's you walk out, the fans are flipping you off. There's little kids psyching you out. It's a hostile environment, and it's great to play in.
I love that. Well, hopefully they can experience that. I'm sure they want to, but we won't see you guys next week. Again, Fresno State, and then we'll see you guys the week after. It's UNLV military night, and we just thank you guys for always hopping on and make sure.
Yeah, ask questions. We'll be posting, so ask us questions. If there's things you see, if there's things you want to know, anything.
You can ask them the week before. We'll have it ready to go come game time. And we thank Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union for sponsoring this live interactive post-game show with Greg Salas, and I'm Cienna Pillaton. Thank you and good night.